Hey guys, it's Little Miss Sunshine. I'm so excited to carry you all on this journey with me and to just share God's love and God's sunshine. And each and every one of y'all are special, and thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good day. Hey guys, so this video is going to be all about our worth. As human beings, we are all liable to attributing our worth to the things that we have in our possessions. I think that's something that we all deal with, but I really believe that that's something that young girls struggle with. Just the desire to be loved and kind of making their worth dependent on if guys notice them, or if a guy that they like reciprocates and stuff like that. And I'm sure guys deal with issues with their worth and feeling valuable as well. But just since I'm a girl, I know that when I was a lot younger, I experienced that. But something that helped me was learning to really look at myself through the eyes of the Lord. So even if you're not a Christian, I believe that Jesus Christ died for you. And in John, there's a scripture that says that there's no greater love than that somebody would die for you. And so that kind of helps us to understand that we are so valuable to the Lord and we're so valuable to God. Now, to some people, that might not sound like a big deal, but at the end of the day, I think that that's so heartwarming to know that there's a being, even though we cannot see him, even though we cannot per se hear him physically, through sound waves, there's a being that cares for us. And there's so many scriptures that tell us that. There's a scripture, I have it on my wall, that says that he collects all of our tears in a jar. That's how important something so small as our tears are to him. Zephaniah 3:17 says that he's singing lullabies to us. The scriptures even say that he does not slumber or sleep. That way we don't have to be worried. We can get some rest because we have someone watching out for us. I mean, there's so many scriptures that tell us how loved we are. And when I finally began to see myself through the eyes of God, and when I had enough faith to believe, yeah, there's somebody that loves me, and there's somebody that values me that much, to the point where they died for me. I mean, the scriptures, there is love on every page. It's crazy. Everything that the scriptures say. And so I would just like to encourage anyone out there who might not be feeling love to open their Bibles. And actually, I wasn't going to go this way, but I think maybe I should put out some scriptures that that really show God's love. So I'm going to read a poem that somebody sent to me, and that's what inspired me to do this. And then I'm going to come back and reinforce that with scriptures, because there's some people that have never read the Bible, and I just want to show you guys how beautiful it is and how sweet it is. Yeah, because that's something that I think a lot of people don't get to see. And so let me read this really cool poem to you guys. It says, "Still worth a lot." I'm reading it off of my tablet, that's why I have a glow that's coming on. A well-known speaker started off a seminar by holding up currency. In the room of 200, he asked, "Who would like this $20 bill?" Hands started going up. He said, "You know what? I'm going to give this $20 bill to one of you, but first let me do this." He crumpled it. He then asked, "Who still wants it?" The same hands were up. "Well," he replied, "what if I do this?" He then dropped it on the ground and started to grind it with his shoe, that $20 bill. He picked it up. Now it was even more crumpled and dirty. "Now who still wants it?" he asked. Still, the same hands were up. My friends, we have learned a very valuable lesson. No matter what I did to the money, you still wanted it because it did not decrease in value. It was still worth $20. Many times in our lives, we are dropped, crumpled and ground into the dirt by bad decisions and unfortunate circumstances that come our way. We feel like we are worthless. But no matter what has happened or what will happen, you will never lose your value. Dirty or clean, crumpled or finely creased, you are still priceless to those who love you, especially to God. Because there are going to be times in your life when you feel like you have nobody but God. And that's kind of good. I mean, I know it'll feel bad, but it's always good to know that He is there, that He's never going to leave you, He's never going to forsake you. The worth of our lives comes not in what we do or who we know, but by who we are. By who we are. You are special, so never forget that. And the scripture that it closed out with is Genesis 1:27. So God created man in His own image, in the image of God. In the image of God, He created them, male and female. He created them. That's important because our Maker made us in an image that was just like Him. And God is the supreme being. He is the Alpha. He is the Omega. He is the creator God. And so the fact that He made us in His image, that just goes to show you cannot allow people to try to take your self-esteem away. You have to know how you were made and that He made you wonderfully. And so, yes, guys, so that's it for this half. I'm going to come back with a couple of scriptures, and then this video will be done. I hope you guys have a good day, but I'll be back in a second.
I trust you, help me let go.